Yo guys, what's up? It's your girl Dev, and today I'm going to talk about how me becoming a T5 player has affected my play style. Now with this video, I'm also going to discuss how the healing update has also impacted me and some proof in the reports that I have. Stick around guys, this video's gonna have a lot of content in it about my T5 that I have and about the healing update and my impressions on it. So guys, strap in and let's go for a ride. Okay guys, so let's talk about the 3 things that has made me an effective T5 player. The first thing is commanders. The second thing is my gear. And the third thing is technology. So let's briefly talk about the commanders. When I first started playing the game, everyone was like, pick a type of troop and focus on commanders for those troop types, because if you're a free to play or a low spender, you're really only going to have abilities to expertise maybe 2 commanders, but definitely 1 at a time and very slowly. So that's what I did. I decided to expertise Richard I. He was the very first commander I expertised, and I was able to expertise him at the end of season 1 KVK. I did focus next on Alexander the Great, and I focused him in between seasons 2 and seasons 3. It took me a little bit longer to get him expertise, but I did, and I'm super excited. And finally, my last commander I'm focusing on is Guan Yu. I've actually changed some focus. I'm not going to be expertising him yet. I'm holding on to my legendary commander sculptors. I'll show you real quick in my skills. I have 181 sculptors. I probably could expertise him, or at least get really close, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold on to my sculptors and really think about the decision I'm going to make. Now, if you are a Cav player, you should focus on Cav expertise commanders. You're definitely going to have, if you're free to play, you're not going to have Mina, but you're going to have an Ethelfled, of course, and you're going to have some of these other commanders, maybe a little bit higher, but not really, right? Because it's hard for free-to-play players. I would highly recommend to focus on a Yi-Sung. I think 90% of the content creators out there are going to tell you the same thing. He's just a great overall commander, and he's super easy to expertise if you can get the gems and unlock him and focus solely on one commander. He's good and universal. Now we talked about that. Commanders is a huge focus. Let's talk about gear, because not only do you need to focus on one specific commander at a time, you also need to focus on your gear. Boosting the gear that you have is important. I have a weakness in health and defense, and I wanted to take a shout out to Chiskel because I watched his video in depth that he did on health. I'm going to put the link in the description. It really helped. I really think it boosted my ability to play with T5 and T4 troops, because it completely changed the dynamic by having a couple of percentage boost over somebody else. Infantry health is where I lack, so having gear that boosts my infantry health is important, as well as my defense. So there's another health, so that's 7%, and here's my defense, 2%, and another defense, so that's 5% because there's 3. And then, of course, the Wincept is 1% and another 3% there. So either way, so if you look at my gear, it's pretty efficient for infantry player. I'm going to get some other gear as well. I haven't really decided what yet. I'm just building stuff for gear. Okay, so that's my recommendation. Now, when it comes to the third option, and that is your technology. Technology is also very important as a T5 player. I first want to recommend to you guys to max out Ecotech first. It is the quickest to get done, and it is the most efficient for a normal free-to-play player because you're going to be farming a ton of resources. So having the ability to have access to that much stuff because you're not spending any money, it's perfect. And it's the long haul. We're not in it for the short haul. We don't spend. We don't have T5 in 30 days, and we don't have T5 by the end of season 1. No. Well, by maybe the end of season 4, we'll have T5. That's my situation. A year into the game, and I finally have T5. Now, this you should focus on when it comes to military technology is one specific type of troop. I focused on infantry, so all of my training and all of my speed ups went into the infantry build tree, which is this one and this one here. And then the next one here is archers, and then you've got ponies or cavalry, and and then the last one, of course, is siege. But no one really cares so much about siege, so it'll be the last thing. Now, I did push on those slightly, and that is because they're only a couple day research, so I was able to complete them very quickly if I wanted to finish some tech. I would do that tech, and then wait for a kingdom buff or the trio. Kingdom buff, 15% ruin, title, and having the speed ups to complete it. That's what I would do. Or at least having enough speed ups later on where I can complete it later for the long haul. Now, those top 3 things I just mentioned. Commanders, focus on one at a time. Gear, and that's legendary commanders, guys, not epics. Epics, you should be able to expertise every epic by the end of season 3, or at least getting close to it. And then you've got your gear, and then your technology. So those 3 top things are really going to change the way you play as a T5 player, or even as a heavy T4 player. Who's teleporting next to me? Aw, how cute. Thanks. Cool. Okay. Now, the second topic I want to talk about is how does this T5 affect my playstyle? I play completely different now with T5 than I did with T4. Why? Because T5 is expensive to heal. That's why. But now, with this new healing update, I'm not healing a whole lot. Look at my healing, guys. I have 200,000 troops I have to heal. I mean, I'm going to heal some right now while we're sitting here. 0. I'm going to heal some here while we're waiting. And I'm going to do 2,500. 2,600. Okay, that's fine. I like to go a few minutes over because I'm only going to get enough help to get to 130 anyways, an hour and 30 minutes. Either way, it has affected the way I heal. I don't heal that often anymore. And when I am healing, I'm not using any speed ups. So if you look at my speed ups real quick, I have a handful of healing speed ups, but not a lot. Yeah, I do have a bunch of universals, but when it comes down to it, I'm going to be using healing speed ups. I don't want to use universal speed ups, but I'm not getting a whole lot dropped to me anyways. So what am I doing? Am I using universal, or am I going to use healing speed ups? Do I want to focus on technology, or do I want to focus on training more T5 troops? You know what? I don't have an answer for you. Because I don't know. I guess situation would dictate on how I would push troops. But right now, I'm just going to hoard speed ups until I feel like I want to push heavy and get a commander sculptures for an event. Besides that, I don't really think I'm going to push hard. And I think I'm just going to save my speed ups. Now, if I go to a heavy war, yeah, I'm going to heal my entire hospital in one go so I have an empty hospital to fight in a war. Heck yeah. I love to fight. Take a look at my stats real quick. Fighting is what I want to do. Right here. So my highest power is 49 million. I'm at just under that. 49.6. I'm at 49.0. Now my dead troops is 3.3 million deads. Okay. And now look at my kill count. So not only do I have a high kill count, I also have a high dead, which means all those troops died fighting. But only about 600,000 of them died from me getting zeroed, and they were mixed between T4s and T1s as well, because I got zeroed like very early kingdom and then like the beginning of season 1. Either way, this also changed the way, this healing update has changed the way I play with my friends, because now they don't want to open field fight. T5 is expensive. T4 is expensive. Healing is expensive. And you can only heal a certain amount every day. That sucks, right, guys? It's not fun. But is it going to stop me from continuing to playing? No, I'm still going to play the game. I'm still going to make content. I'm still going to be with my friends. But it's a shame that we have to go through these things. And I think Lilith maybe made a knee-jerk reaction and thought that this would benefit the community. But they're just responding to a lot of people's complaints about bots. You have a complaint about a Tilt Cicada and they nerf They nerf them, and they give legendary commander sculptures for free for people who are affected by it, right? And then it goes back to they need to change the way the healing speed ups drop if they're really going to take it out or keep it this way. I don't mind using healing speed ups, but if they're not getting dropped to me, how can I heal my troops effectively? I'm not going to spend speed ups. I'm not going to spend money to buy more speed ups. If you look here at the Mighty Conqueror bundle, which popped about 2.5 months ago in the middle of the Older Kingdoms KVK Season 4, they had this bundle. I didn't have this bundle back in February, but they had it in the end of April, beginning of May. Kind of weird, right? That they must have known a way to give healing speed ups effectively. Yeah, you're going to have the fate changers, but this is a way that you're going to get healing and universal, because if you buy a fate changer, it comes with training speed ups. So maybe they knew that this was happening and they were just preparing everybody. I don't know. I'm not Lilith. I can't tell you. I don't know what they do. It doesn't matter. Let's move forward. Now, let's also talk about the reports that I've gotten. So after having T5, one of the first things... Good, checking the flag. Oh, okay. No, that flag's fine. That flag's fine. We're going to ignore that flag. Either way, getting distracted. I want to talk about some reports that I had before. So I'm going to show you a specific report that I had with another person that was equivalent to my power. And this was right before I unlocked T4. And you can see the wound troops are pretty decent. Pretty good trades overall. And I didn't lose that much power. Now, I'm going to show you a report that I had fighting a 100 million T5 player. This here is one of my favorite reports. He had a Khan and a Takeda versus my Guan and Alex. I'm going to show you the troop buffs real quick, because they were all cavalry. I did have a higher infantry attack, but it's also because he had cabs, right? And I had infantry. This report here doesn't really show that great of a report. We had another one, and he just absolutely wrecked me, because the Khan and Takeda, it was crazy combo, and it worked, and I got destroyed. But this was one of the reports that I had that actually went pretty well. And I'm going to show you another report here with a Richard and Yisung, which I thought I wouldn't survive very much. But yes, I had less remaining troops, but he took more sev wounds than I did because of the healing of Richard, right? So you're rehealing the wounds that your injured troops, and you're rehealing those, right? And I'm getting more damage output. So let me show you the troop buffs, because infantry versus infantry. Health is the same for an Alex. Or not for Alex, but for a Richard. Come on. I mean, you would think that the health would be high for Richard. So I'm thinking he didn't have the gear equipped, and he didn't have his tree built out correctly. And my attack is going to be higher, because Guan and Alex's abilities both have increased attack to infantry in his talent tree. Now, that's one really great report. I also fought a 350 million player. Okay, so here's a report from that. I absolutely wrecked him. It was pretty awesome. I was like, dude, this is awesome. I was like, it's so good. It feels great to see that I can compete against some of these players. It's a shame that I have to heal the way that I do have to heal. That report wasn't that great. Let's delete that one. But this report is pretty decent. And it definitely changed the way I play. Because I'm getting resources. Thanks, SK. Appreciate it. But it definitely changed the way I play. I don't play the same way anymore. I'm not open field fighting. Right now in our KVK, it's completely at peace. Not completely at peace. We're still fighting occasionally 1v1s and small little ground fights from somebody killing farms or whatever. But that's really about it. But we're at a complete standstill on all major killing. And why is that, you ask? Well, it's because we made an agreement before this healing update came out, and we decided that we weren't going to really push to attack each other. So I have 30 minutes left. Let's see if I can get it more. So with that being said, we're not doing a whole lot of attacking. So I'm not really worried about my hospital bill anymore. But that's definitely going to change the way that the next KVK goes, unless they can fix this patch. I mean, I'm waiting on helps right now on my troops to heal. And I'm only at 19. And I don't think I reached my cap. But one recommendation that they can do if they don't change this is let us know if we're at that cap. I want to know 30 helps before I reach my cap that I'm at my cap. Because I'll heal a larger number of troops just so that I know that I'm going to get... I have to wait until reset to get any more helps. I'm going to figure something out and it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine, and we're just going to have to deal with this for right now, and eventually they're going to change it because of so many people complaining. I don't know. Maybe they won't change it. I'm not going to stop playing. It has reduced the amount of time I am going to play, and it definitely changed the dynamic of the game and how everybody else, including my friends, play. But I'm going to wrap this up. That was a lot of talking for this video. You kind of got my thoughts on the healing update and how I feel about it. And it sucks. But I am glad I have T5, and it feels so good to run them on the battlefield. I don't care if I have to heal them. It's just, I'm on a high right now with getting the T5, so I'm going to live it and be on it constantly. But that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching for the whole video. If you did tune in, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos to see more content like this. And if you want to see more, just let me know. And if you have any other suggestions for being a T5 player, or just any suggestions at all, drop it in the comment and I'll go ahead and read it and put a comment on it if I see something that I like. But for now, guys, just keep it real.